I don't believe in feminism. I think that if men are willing to do more and do more, then they should make more. That's the first argument. Everybody's like, men shouldn't make more money than women. I don't want to be a carpenter. Get up for me. I want your seat. Like, there's no reason we should get rid of those pieces of chivalry all for feminism. I don't know. Like you said earlier, we're taking it too far. We're taking it too far. I think that there are certain positions in society that are comfortable for a woman. And when you start pushing the men out of the other positions, then the women have to step into the ones that are uncomfortable for women. And I'm not willing to do that.
For years, men were told that being chivalrous was sexist, that protecting women was oppression, and that male leadership was toxic. Now, something strange is happening. Men are simply starting to stop caring. And when you hear the reason, you'll understand why.
I haven't seen this, but I think I can already have an idea.
No, this is different than you think it's going to be. This is too much. Girlfriend got stuck.
Bail out. Just bail.
She got stuck. She didn't want to throw it. So now she's trying to get guys to come over and help her to lift that thing off her back. And I guarantee you there are guys that saw what was going on and were like, I'm staying out of this. I don't want to be in some video. I'm not getting involved. I'm approaching her, all that. And this is what I say about like feminism wrecking men, because your natural instinct as a man would just be like, let me go over and help this woman, right? Normal. You got to be afraid to do everything now. And I think that's why when people say the death of gentlemen and all this, women complain. I saw a video of a very prominent female figure being like, oh, all the good men are gone. It's like, well, you killed them. You killed whatever was inside of them that would have made them actually act like men. Guys are afraid to be men.
Yeah. Feminism has disincentivized men from being gentlemen.
The response in my last video is not what I was expecting. More than 9 out of 10 men feel this way and more, saying that it's women's fault that men are no longer as chivalrous as they used to be. And basically that men are aware of this and are choosing to be this way. And they're all blaming women for it. But let me ask you this. To all these men blaming women and saying that they refuse to help women now, whenever they see them in need, aren't you the ones dating women though? How is chivalry dead and you still want to date women? Who are y'all dating if chivalry is dead? What woman is going out with men who are not chivalrous? Are we just in a generation where people are choosing to be single now if chivalry is dead? Because I know I for a fact are not going out with any men who are not chivalrous, who are not in the mindset of, if I see a woman in need, I'm going to help. Who are you guys dating? I guess you're not dating women anymore, huh? If chivalry is dead, are you guys now dating men? Is that the ones appreciating you? I'm highly confused.
This reaction shows a difficulty in understanding what's really happening. Most men didn't stop being chivalrous out of hatred toward women, but out of self-preservation. For years, almost any male action could be interpreted as intrusive, sexist, or unnecessary. So many men started thinking twice before helping, paying for a date, or stepping into situations. And yes, many are still dating, but they're far more selective. Chivalry hasn't completely died. It's simply being reserved for women who show respect and reciprocity.
You want to know something that most women aren't ready to hear? Modern feminism killed chivalry.
I don't think they care.
Modern feminism has shifted from seeking equality to promoting superiority and resentment towards men, framing men as oppressors rather than partners and equals. With the birth of modern feminism, there came the birth of the girl boss, I don't need a man. Chivalry was never meant to make women look weak. It was made to create a culture of mutual respect where men acted honorably towards women and acknowledged their virtue and grace.
Yes.
Modern feminism, by demanding sameness instead of equality, has blurred those lines. In trying to erase gender differences, it's erased the gestures that celebrate them. The result of this is now we have an entire generation of men who are not willing to honor, pursue, or protect women. We have this entire generation of men who just want to hook up on the first date, who have no respect for women, who don't hold open the door, who don't buy flowers, and it is because of modern feminism.
Yep.
Not only that, but it is also a result of weak men. There's a reason that our grandparents have the cutest love stories where the men pursued the women and they didn't have sex until they were married and they respected and honored each other. And now we are seeing the result of the crash and burn of modern feminism. And unfortunately, it is affecting a lot of women looking for life partners and a lot of men looking for life partners. Feminism is great. The idea of feminism is great to promote equality, but it has evolved into something that is toxic and dangerous to our society.
Yeah.
The whole movement of feminism is literally creating the environment for the traditional man to be extinct. It discourages man from being a provider, from being a protector, who would want to take on all that load of hard work and difficult chores in life if they're not only not being appreciated for it, if they're being like feel aggression towards themselves for being masculine, for being strong. Feminism is fighting men for the position of who is wearing pants. And I understand you can tell me we're doing it because men don't respect us or whatever. You can achieve respect by doing other things. Number one, you need to understand that you are valuable, that you are the trophy, that you are the prize in this relationship. You need to develop that self-core of understanding who you are, what qualities make you special. That's number one. Number two, you need to establish a set of boundaries. What you consider to be respectful, what you consider to be good, and you let people know that this is okay and that's not okay. Men are not going to be following the boundaries that don't exist. If a woman doesn't respect herself, a man is not going to do the same either. And the third thing that you need to do, you need to truly just fall in love with yourself. Once you really love yourself, no one's going to be able to treat you badly. People like that are not even going to be able to step into your territory, into your space. So that's how you create good intentions towards yourself. That's how you find men that treat you properly, that treat you good.
What she says reveals a paradox of our time. While criticizing feminism for devaluing the male role, she still keeps the idea that the man must carry huge responsibilities while the woman remains the prize. Many men are starting to notice this imbalance. For decades, men were told to protect, provide, and sacrifice. But at the same time, those actions were mocked as oppressive or toxic. When male effort stops being appreciated and instead becomes a target of criticism, the natural result is simple. Many men just step back and stop playing the game.
You wonder why chivalry is dead? You killed it, and I'm about to tell you exactly how. You complain that men don't open doors, pull out chairs, or pay for dates anymore, but you're the reason they stopped. You rush ahead and open your own doors, then get mad when he doesn't do it. You insist on splitting the bill, then complain he's not a provider. You reject his help, then wonder why he stopped offering. You told men that chivalry was sexist, that you didn't need their protection, that you could do everything yourself, so they listened. They stepped back and let you handle it. Then you have the audacity to complain that there are no gentlemen left. You can't reject masculine gestures, then expect masculine behavior. You train men to treat you like one of the guys, then wonder why they don't treat you like a lady. Chivalry died because you convinced men it wasn't wanted. You wanted equality? Congratulations, you got it. Don't blame men for giving you exactly what you asked for.
Feminism sold us the biggest scam of our generation. They told us we were empowered, but what did we actually get? Burnout, debt, stress, a double life where we work like men and still carry the entire home on our backs. And here's the truth nobody's talking about. Feminism didn't set women free. It trapped us in a masculine system that we were never designed for. They told us to compete with men, to lead like men, to talk, think, act like men, and now we're exhausted, we're disconnected, resentful, and wondering why nothing feels right. We don't need more feminism. We need to reclaim the femininity that was stolen from us, because that's where a woman's real power has always been. In softness, in harmony, emotional intelligence, intuition, influence, not in becoming a copy of the men we were created to complement. If you want to break free from this conditioning and learn how to step back into your feminine design, the design that brings peace, love, protection, and real freedom, that's exactly what I teach inside the Feminine Reset. Click the link in my bio for access.
What she says highlights something many men have noticed for years. Women were sold the idea that copying the male lifestyle would be liberation. The problem is that when everything becomes competition, career, leadership, money, the space for cooperation between men and women disappears. The man stops feeling needed. And when a man realizes that his protection, provision, or leadership are no longer valued, he simply stops offering them. Chivalry has always been voluntary, not an obligation. When the environment turns into constant rivalry, many men choose to protect their energy.
Men, especially right now, are needing a lot more appreciation and support from women and from men. Because since the rise of the feminist movement, we have seen a lot of empowering women or independent, powerful women kind of pushing down and suppressing masculinity. And we are seeing this on a larger scale. This is hurting all of us. And if we choose to support men in the rise of healthy masculinity, we are going to see everything start to work in our favor as women and as men. So we need to stop with just empowering women and bashing on men and hating on men for being men, and start empowering everyone so that we can all thrive together.
Did feminism kill chivalry? Let's unpack this one. Being a feminist doesn't mean that I don't want courtesy and respect. It just means I want equality. Do I think that in this situation where I was being bothered at a bar, like harassed, and no one said anything, do I think that men owe me protection? No. Do I think it would be courteous of them to show me protection? Yes. And I would think that of any person. It doesn't have to be based in gender norms. If I saw someone being bothered at a bar, male, woman, they, them, whatever, I would probably say something, especially if I was very close to them, which all of these men that were near me were. The bartender was literally in front of me. I think also it would be rude of me to expect it of just men. I also expect women to stand up for me. And I've been in situations at bars where women have stood up for me. In fact, women stand up for me more than men do. So I don't expect it from men, I expect it from everyone because we're a community. This isn't gendered expectations. I expect everyone to treat everyone with courtesy and respect. If I told that man no, that means I would like to not speak to him. So he should have given me the courtesy of leaving me alone. And when he didn't, I would expect the courtesy of the bartender or the establishment and the management to say something, especially when he spilled a beer basically on my food. Being dramatic, but it was very close, and that's why I ended up moving. So when we talk about modern relationships and we talk about chivalry, I think we still expect certain things because they're rooted in courtesy and respect and romance, not based in protectiveness and like he who has to take care of me, because I can take care of myself in a lot of respects, but I also value someone who cares about other people. So that's where chivalry comes into play, and it doesn't have to be gendered. Chivalry can be for anybody. Does that make sense? Hope that helps.
Here we see a classic modern contradiction. A woman says she doesn't need male protection because she can take care of herself, yet at the same time she still expects men to step in when something happens. Many men hear this and wonder, so what exactly are the rules? For years, men were told not to get involved, not to interfere, not to act paternalistic. Now, when they stay out of it, that's criticized too. These mixed signals lead many men to choose the safest option, simply not getting involved.